Did you enjoy school, and what did you enjoy most about it?
I didn't really enjoy school, probably because I never went. But I think the part that I enjoyed most was probably the lessons, so I could talk to my friends and like not really do any work. But I also like break and lunchtime.
How strict were the rules enforced, and did many people break them, and what were the punishments?
I don't think the rules were that strict until we got a new head teacher, and then they became a lot more strict. And I think loads of people, well not loads, but quite a few people broke the rules and still do. But they normally just get sent to isolation or get a letter home or get sent home for a few days.
Okay. Did people get bullied, and like how did the teachers deal with it? Like what did they do if the person told them at all?
I think a lot of people got bullied, but you didn't really hear much about it. You always get told, no, don't bully people, bullying's not nice. But you never heard anybody actually being bullied. I think it just depended on the teacher you tell. Like certain teachers just say, oh, get over it, you know. And other teachers just go, right, we'll help you.
Was boredom a problem?
Yes. Like in lessons when you're just looking at the clock thinking, go faster, go faster.
Were there any particular lessons you were bored in a lot?
I'm not sure that's fair on the teachers, but there was quite a few for me, like especially stuff like where I didn't really have any friends, and I'd no one to talk to, and I didn't understand the work, and I'd just be sat there like, yeah, this is boring.
Were there any teachers you knew you could play up with, or like, and some you definitely knew you couldn't mess with?
There was some where you knew you could have a joke with them, but you knew when you'd taken the joke too far. And there were some you couldn't joke with at all, and they were dead strict, and you had to do what they say. And then there were some who were just so easy to wind up, and you know, and you just did it because there's nothing else to pass the time in lessons.
Yeah. Did teachers vary their teaching styles, or like was it the same thing every lesson, just like copying?
It was mainly the same thing every lesson. We mainly just sat down, teacher would read out of a book, they'd tell us what notes we had to write, and that's what it was from it, like nearly all of the lessons.
Did boys or girls tend to do better at school?
I'm not sure. I think girls did because most of the boys seemed to play up more, and the girls always seemed to be like more focused on their work than playing up. But I'm not sure why. We've probably got like shorter attention spans.
Was there any subjects that like girls were supposed to do and any that boys were supposed to do, or like, and did people go against it, like girls doing woodwork and stuff like that?
Well, up until year 9, we all had, girls and boys had to do cooking and woodwork. So I think it was a fairly, you could choose if you were a girl and you wanted to do woodwork, you could do. And if you were a boy, you wanted to do cooking, you could do. I mean, there was always a difference in PE. The girls were never allowed to do rugby. We always had to do tag rugby. And like, boys could only do certain things, girls could only do certain things in PE, but that was it.
How well did people do like after school, like do well in the GCSEs, and did many people go to college or sixth form?
Well, there's a load of kids at sixth form, and then from the people I've spoke to that don't go to sixth form, there seems to be quite a few at college. So it seems like most of the people have done well, and it's only like the ones who played up who haven't done well.
Thank you.
No doubt. Did you enjoy school, and what did you enjoy most about it?
I didn't enjoy school a lot, same as you. You don't enjoy
Runs in
school.
the family.
Yes, I think it does. I enjoyed break times and lunch times. The only thing I lived like was being with friends, you know,
Yeah.
making friends. And
How strict were the rules that were enforced, and did many break the rules, and what was the punishments?
it was quite strict when I was at school. Not many broke the rules, and if they did, they'd probably get detention, or you'd have to sit and write hundreds and hundreds of lines. I must not do.
You wouldn't get the cane then?
Sometimes lads got the cane across the knuckles, but they didn't. Girls weren't caned.
Did people get bullied, and did the teachers deal with it, and how did they deal with it?
I can't recall anybody being bullied when I was at school.
Was boredom a problem?
A lot of the time it was, because I didn't enjoy a lot of the lessons, and if I found it quite difficult and didn't understand them, that's when you're bored and you just want the lesson to finish and you want to go home. Were there any teachers you could play up with, or were they definitely ones that you couldn't play up with? Well, not many of them you would have played up with. We used to have a geography teacher, we used to have nicknames for them. Mind you, you have nicknames for your teachers, don't you? Yeah. You could get away with so much with him, and then you knew when to stop. Yeah. But most of the other teachers were pretty strict. Did any teachers vary their teaching styles, or was it the same each lesson? I didn't really particularly notice any difference. I think it was mostly the same. Did boys or girls tend to do better at school? I don't really notice. I would have thought probably the boys. You thought the girls. I would have thought probably the boys did better than girls. Any reason for that? Not that I can think of, really. Was there any subjects boys were supposed to do and girls were supposed to do? Like, was girls supposed to do cooking and were boys supposed to do woodwork? Oh yeah, they did in those days. Were boys not allowed to do cooking? Boys didn't do cookery. They did woodwork. And girls did cooking? Cookery and needlework. And that was about it was called needlework then. And boys did woodwork. I'm trying to think what else they did. I think it was just probably woodwork. Did people do well after leaving school, and what sort of things did people go on to do? Well, I really lost touch with most of the people I went to school with, and most of my friends were at school a bit. I left in the sixth form, well, fifth form actually, end of the fifth form, and the others, most of the others stopped on. But I think they did all right, but I've not really been in touch to find out. Yeah. Thank you.
Naughty boys in nasty schools, headmasters breaking all the rules, having fun and playing fools, smashing up the woodwork tools. All the teachers in the pub, passing round a ready rub, trying not to think of when the lunchtime bell will ring again. Oh, what fun we had, but did it really turn out bad?
I've got to remember not to leave.
Oh, I've just started it, Steve.
You have to hold it. It says recording, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
No, leave it recording and start with.
No, let's do it again. How do you do it?
Press it in.
Did you enjoy school? What did you enjoy?
Wait, can we start?
Did you enjoy school? And what did you enjoy most about it?
I enjoyed some parts of it, like...
Did you enjoy school, and what did you enjoy most about it?
Some parts were okay, but like... How strict... Start again. How strict were the rules? No, wait.